Graphic designers in South Africa are trained in the international style. We have to compete in a global market. So a graphic designer in Cape Town or Durban or Johannesburg is not doing things that are that different from Paris, London or New York. We speak a global language. And I think therein lies part of the problem, is that you know, Cape Town, Durban or Johannesburg is not Paris, London or New York. We don't live that life, and we are not people that represent those cities. So we need to communicate in a language that's ours. So issue number one was very much about a sense of place. I wanted it to be about Durban because it was a place that I kind of knew, hence the cover, because if anyone's ever been to Durban, you'll know about a bunny chow, which is a loaf of bread, the bread scooped out, you put curry in it, you put the bread on top as a lid, and it's a fast food. So I went around looking for bunny chow signs to make the cover. And there's a couple of things that I think Durban has uniquely that are suited to the creative process. Durban is dazed and confused. Durban has no idea what it is, and it is a truly African city in the sense of it's a fruit salad, it's a point of multiple connections, which means you don't have a preconception as to what the city is. You can make it what you want it to be. South Africa has a street visual language and a culture that is kind of quite unique, and if you look beyond the obvious and you actually look for stuff, you'll find a culture on our streets that is the lifeblood for graphic design. There's everything you can possibly think of you'll ever need to know is on our streets and townships and graveyards, etc., etc. And this was the first one, this kind of African blood mixture, because I found this patent medicine seller in Durban, in the back streets of Durban, that had these things in, these mooties in bottles with a little cork, and they had stuff like Natal female mixture. I mean, what the hell is that? And you know, I've never been anywhere else on earth that has Natal female mixture. I can't tell you what it was. When I tried to buy one, I got thrown out of the shop, so it had dead bats or something out in it. But this African blood mixture is a very good title for this whole kind of thing. It's African blood mixture, it's African, it's blood, so it's common to all of us, and it's a mix, it's no one thing in particular. Durban has a sense of place for me that I haven't found in any other city, and I've been fortunate, thanks to this magazine, to go to just about every city on earth, and I'm including funny places like China and the South Americas and the Far East, that has this kind of combination that does Durban. And in a South African context, there are more creatives in more creative fields have a connection to Durban than any other city in South Africa. The problem is that in order to survive and to thrive creatively, most have to leave Durban. I haven't, that's why I'm not rich, but I'm old enough now to understand that the sense of place that Durban gives me is the perfect launch pad for this whole kind of juicy initiative. And yes, I think in a nutshell, it is a magazine about a sense of place.